Hello everyone, ARG back here for some more Out of the Park Baseball 23 with my beloved, and maybe your beloved as well, Montreal Expos in the 1995 fictional season that I am playing. Feels like a million years since I played this game. Actually, it feels like a million years since I've been playing anything. I don't stream as much anymore. I am hoping to get back to a little bit more of a regular schedule eventually, but it is what it is for now. So today we have a 4-game series against the Rockies. I know that today is a Saturday. Well, maybe not when you're watching this, but right now it is a Saturday. And I'm only going to be able to do the first 2 games, so it's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. We're still going to try to enjoy it though. So the Rockies are on the menu today. Rockies are really not doing good at all. They are dead last in the entire National League with a 34-68 record. And as far as we stand, we are 4th in the East. Despite a 54-48 record, we are 9 games back on both the Mets and the Braves. So the Mets, I don't know if you remember, at the start of the season, they were trailing way behind everybody. And apparently they've been winning as of late, and they caught up to even the Braves. So a very tough division that we're in. Kirby Puckett should be completing his rehab assignment soon, so we may have a shot at seeing him in the lineup sooner rather than later. Let me just double check here, making sure. Alright, so that's true, we just acquired Ken Hill. And if I try to put him in the rotation, he's just as bad as Andy Hawkins. Oh, and he doesn't have a whole lot of stamina. He only has 44 stamina, so I think I'm going to keep him in the pen. I really wanted to put him as a starter because I remember Ken Hill as a starter for the Expos and everything for a couple seasons, but we're going to keep him in the pen. I want to double check over here as well. Alright, I think I'm ready now. Alright, so for the first game of the series, we are going to be facing a lefty. That's going to be Mark Mims. He has a 6-9 record. And we're going to send a pitcher that has been really good for us this season, but was horrible in his last start. That would be Miguel Batista. Now, what's funny about the last start from Miguel Batista is that I dropped really early, 9-1 or something like that after 3 innings, and I managed to win the game 11-10. So that was a pretty cool game, but Batista was terrible in it. Alright, so we don't have any injuries. We are a very healthy team. So now, how about ARG shuts the hell up and we get some baseball going? It's been a while. Well, there's Kirby Puckett. He did come back in the lineup, so I kind of forgot about that. He is tired too, so he's not gonna play today. So I'm gonna play Luis Polonia. There we go. We're just gonna do it like that. I know I'm facing a lefty and everything, but I'm not gonna tinker with it too much. Alright, so the Rockies are gonna go with Eric Davis batting first. He's in center field. Greg Colbrun, former Montreal Expo product in real life. He is going to be batting second, playing first base. Todd Zeal, the catcher, batting third. Jesse Barfield in right is batting cleanup today. Dave Anson is batting fifth. He's the third baseman. Bobby Morris, the second baseman, is going to be batting sixth. Mike Humphreys in the left is going to be batting seventh. And David Lamb, the shortstop, is going to be batting eighth today. And of course, Mark Mims, the pitcher, is going to be batting ninth. Alright, I forgot to look at the Rockies injuries. We're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. See, I haven't played in a while. I've lost all of my organization and everything. The very little of it that I have. Alright, so they, oh yeah, they do have some injuries. So Joe Atwater is gone. Scott Meadows is injured for 5 weeks. Scott Brosius is hurt for 2 more weeks. And Eric Plunk is out for 2 more months. Yeah, they do have some injuries. Alright, now let's play ball for real. I'm gonna need to change Kirby Pocket again. You know what? Let's play Mark Davis. Let's go with the righty. Mark Davis, however, is going to be batting dead last. Not dead last, 8. Right, so play ball finally and go Expos. That was long. That took a while to get to this point. Alright, Miguel Batista on the mound for the Expos. Eric Davis leading off for the Rockies. And the game is now officially underway with a full count to Eric Davis. Alright, and that's it to the pitcher. That's going to be an infield single to start the game, and the Rockies have a base runner. And that brings up Greg Colburn. 2-1 to him. Grounds it to third. And we only get the out at first. Davis is safe at second base. So there's a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Todd Zeal is now the batter. 1-2 to him. That's a base hit to center. That should score a run. And it does. It is a 1-0 lead for the Rockies already. And so Colburn is at first. 1 out for Jesse Barfield. 2-2 to him. That's it weakly to left. Davis is there. Catches it for out number 2. And now Dave Hansen is the batter. No count to him. Grounds it to first. Herbeck takes it to the bag himself. And that is out number 3. The Rockies get on the board first in the top of the first. It is 1-0 Colorado heading into the bottom of the first here in Montreal. I'm going to need to look at getting the real stadiums. I'm sorry that I have been slacking about this. Eventually I will do it. Alright, the line with the Shields leading off the bottom of the first for us. Mark Mims on the mound. 3-1 to the Shields. And he walks. Alright, so we have speed on the base paths. Runner on first, nobody out for Jeff King. 1-0. That's it to right. And whoa, that's right on the fence. That's gonna be extra bases. So opposite field triple for Jeff King, and it is a tie game. Awesome. So it's a 1-1 game. So runner on third, nobody out for Ruben Rivera. Full count. And he walks. Alright, so we still have nobody out. We have runners on the extremities. We scored once. We're feeling good about ourselves. Charles Johnson is not the batter. No count to him. Oh, the runner goes. Hey, Joe Nullet. Yeah, kind of. It's a little bit outside of my usual time frame. I had a little bit of free time, so I figured why not. Alright, so no throw here. We have a stolen base, so we have 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out for Johnson. 1-0 still. That's it to left. Pretty much right at Humphreys there. But it's deep enough to score a run. So that's a sac fly. We are now up 2-1 in the bottom of the first. There's 1 out. Runner in scoring position for John Kruk. 3-0. And he walks on 4 pitches. So runners on first and second, only 1 out for Kent Herbeck. He has some pop in his bat. Full count. Grounds it to first. That's a double play. That's not good. The pop was not in the bat. We did, however, take the lead here. It is now 2-1 against the Rockies. Top of the second incoming, Bobby Morris is going to be leading off for the Rockies. 1-2 to him. And that's a base hit down the line in right. And that's going to be a double. So leadoff double for the Rockies. No, Mike Humphreys is going to be the next batter. No count. Grounds it to third. Jeff King with the throw. That's out number one. The runner holds at second base on the play. All right, one out for David Lamb. 0-2. And that's it to center. Rivera's there. And he catches it for out number two. And we saw something new in Out of the Park Baseball 23, which is the fielder signaling to not come. He's got it. All right, 2 outs now for Mark Mims, the pitcher. 0-2. Grounds it to second. And that's out number 3. All right, so the Rockies get a leadoff double, but the runner stays there. Bottom of the second and coming at Olympic Stadium. Expos are up 2-1. Jody Reed is now the batter. No count. Grounds it to third. And that's out number 1. So how is your Arizona Diamondbacks dynasty going now? We talked about that a couple of days ago. Mark Davis is next with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 to him. And he struck out swinging. Oh, pitcher friendly for sure. Miguel Batista now with 2 outs, 2-2. And he struck out swinging. Alright, so top of the third, we are still up by 1 with a 2-1 score here in Montreal. Eric Davis leading off the top of the third. 2-2. Alright, and he flies it to center. That's cut by Rivera for out number 1. So do you play out all of your games, or like I do? Greg Colburn now with 1 out, 1-2. That's it deeply to center, and that's cut at the fence basically by Rivera for out number 2. Now Tutzil is next, 1-2. Do you play out all of your games, or did you just not have, or did you just not play all that much in the last few days? Alright, that was a strikeout. That's the end of the inning. Ooh. Yeah, I play them all, period. Even when I'm eliminated from the playoffs. I don't want to miss out on a good story. Alright, Delino the Shields leading off the bottom of the third. We're still up 2-1. No score, no count, sorry, to the Shields. That's it to center. Oh, that's cut by Eric Davis. Looks like it had a... Looks like it was hit somewhat hard, but no. Jeff King is next with 1 out, 0-2. That's popped. And that's cut by Davis in very shallow center field for out number 2. Ruben Rivera is next. Full count. Oh, I think that's out of here. And it is a solo blast for Ruben Rivera. And we have a 3-1 game now. Man, it must be hard to play in the same division as the Dodgers every season. Oh, did you have a plan B? Did you get somebody else? Charles Johnson now, after the blast by Rivera. 2 outs, 1-0. That's it to left. Humphreys is there, and he catches it for out number 3. The Expos add to their lead. It is now 3-1 thanks to a solo blast by Ruben Rivera. Jesse Barfield leading off the top of the fourth, 0-2. Struck out swinging. Dave Anson is next. 2-1. That's it to right. And oh, John Kruk here with the athleticism that he is not exactly known for. With a headlong dive to catch the ball. That is out number 2. Bobby Morris is next. 1-1. Grounds it down the line in right. I think that's the second time he's done that, actually. So that's another double for Bobby Morris. I believe he's the one who did it last time. Right, that brings up Mike Humphreys with 2 outs, runner in scoring position, no count. That's it to center. Rivera barely has to move. And that is out number 3. Alright, yeah. Should, maybe not the same tier of greatness, but he should be good, I would think. Is the Diamondbacks stadium pitcher friendly or hitter friendly? I'm not super familiar with that stadium. John Kruk leading off the bottom of the 4th for the Expos, 1-1. Oh, and the first baseman boots it. Greg Colburn with the error. So John Kruk is safe at first. That brings up Kenterbeck, 2-1. Grounds it down the line in right. And on the play, Kruk goes all the way to 3rd. And, oh, actually, Urbeck advances all the way to 2nd. Oh, it counts as a double. Alright, so a double by Kenterbeck. We have 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out for Jody Reed. It's a home run park. Okay, so you need ground ballers as much as you can get. 1-1. Ooh, that's a liner. That's cut by the shortstop there. And that's 1 out. Mark Davis is next. 0-2. That's it to right, and it falls in front of Barfield there, and that's gonna score 2 runs. So Mark Davis with the 2-run scoring single. Mark Davis overcoming his own uselessness with 2 RBIs. Right, Miguel Batista now with a runner on first and 1 out. He is more than likely going to bunt. 1-1, and he missed. 1-2. And he missed again. That's a strikeout. Right, runner on first, 2 outs for the line with the Shields. 0-1. Oh, runner goes, and he is nailed. So Mark Davis showed us again some of his uselessness by getting nailed trying to run. Miguel Batista still on the mound, top of the 5th incoming. David Lamb is going to be leading that off for the Rockies. No count to him. Grounds it to 2nd, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Yeah, 400 in like, what, 6 at-bats? And 3 RBIs. Alright. I guess I have last season to ingrain in my brain, where he hit for a whopping 177. Harold Baines comes in as a pinch hitter for the Rockies. He does have some pop in his bat. 2-0. And that's it all the way to the fence in right center. So that's going to be extra bases for Harold Baines, who came in as a pinch hitter. Alright, so that's a 1-out double for the Rockies. Runner in scoring position, and the lineup flips over for Eric Davis. 1-0. Grounds it all the way to left field. That's a base hit. Alright, so now there's runners on first and 3rd, and only 1 out. A double play would be beautiful. Greg Colburn is hopefully going to be the culprit of that. No count. Oh, the runner goes, and Eric Davis is nailed there at 2nd base. Perfect. So there's 2 outs now. A runner on 3rd to 0-2. Colburn with a grounder to 3rd. King with the throw to 1st. That's out number 3. And there we are. Still with our 5-1 lead intact. Bottom of the 5th incoming. And they are sending Jose Carrasco on the mound. Just 2. I won't have time for 4. The line with the Shields now leading off the bottom of the 5th. 0-1. So, you know, I moved and everything, so I've been dealing with all kinds of stuff. I haven't been able to stream a whole lot, period. Be it that game or any other game for that matter. I'm hoping to come back to a little bit more steady schedule as things fall into place a little bit. But you've moved before, you know how it is. So. Alright, so nobody on. 1 out for Jeff King. 3-0. And he walks on 4 pitches. Alright, runner on first, 1 out for Ruben Rivera. No count. Grounds it to second, and they are going to get him out at first. I'm just letting it grow. I decided to let it grow a little, see what happens. Maybe I'm gonna find a slice of pizza in there or something. Alright, Charles Johnson now, runner in scoring position and 2 outs, 2 and 2. Oh, struck out swinging. Alright. Top of the 6th incoming. We still have a 4-run lead. 5-1 for the Expos here at Olympic Stadium. We're going to keep Batista on the mound. He hasn't been too terrible so far. Todd Zeal is going to be facing him. Full count. And that's it to right, and it falls right in front of John Kruk for a base hit. That is the 7th base hit allowed by Batista. Jesse Barfield is next, running on first, nobody out, 1 and 2. Struck out swinging. Take a seat. Take a seat, Barfield. Dave Hansen is next, 1 and 1. Oh, that's it, all the way to left, to right, sorry. And that's a base hit. So since you're playing out all of your games, do you take care of absolutely everything? Like, do you choose like your outfielder's death for like a particular play and take care of the shift yourself and all of that stuff? Or do you do a little bit more like me, where you let the strategies take care of themselves? Bobby Morris is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles today. 2 runners on, 1 out, 2 and 2. Oh, and he struck out swinging this time. That's a big out. Mike Humphreys is next. 1 and 0. And that's going to be a base hit to left. Falls in front of Mark Davis. Oh, and Mark Davis with the throw. Okay, Mark Davis is not useless anymore. That was a nice outfield throw to get the 3rd out. And we're going into the bottom of the 6th, so 5-1 for us. Jose Carrasco is still on the mound for the Rockies. John Kruk is the batter, 0-1. Grounds it to first, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Kent Beck is next, 0-2. And he struck out looked like a ball to me. Now Jody Reed with 2 outs, 1 and 2. And he gets drilled. Right, runner on first, 2 outs for Mark Davis. 3 and 1. And he walks. Alright, alright. 2 on, 2 outs, and Batista's the... I think I want to go 1 more inning with him. He gave up 9 hits still. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pinch it from. Let's try to get the game out of hand already. We're gonna go with Luis Polonia. Okay, gotcha. So you do manage a little bit more than I do. Alright, Luis Polonia, 2 on, 2 outs. 2 and 2. Oh, a liner cut by the pitcher there. And that's the end of the inning. Alright, so I decided to pull Batista after 6 innings. Even though he allowed only 1 run, he did allow 9 hits. Kind of feel like it was only a matter of time before somebody would come across and score. Alright, so let's see, what do they have? What do I have? I think we're going to go with some John Doris action. Oh, yeah. The individual player started, yeah. You kind of have to tinker with it a little bit. All right, David Lamb leading off the top of the 7th for the Rockies. Facing off against Mr. Redemption himself, John Duras. 2-0. Grounds it to first. And the throw to Duras is good. That is out number 1. All right, Eddie Murray comes in as a pinch hitter for the Rockies. 1 out. 2-1. Oh, that's popped. The Shields charges forward and he catches it for out number 2. Alright, and Eric Davis is next. 0-2. Oh, that's popped as well. And the Shields is there. That's out number 3. Wow. Pretty good. John Duras, and the ball didn't even leave the infield. That's a pretty dominant inning there. Yeah. Eddie Murray just couldn't do it. Oh, former Expo Gabe White, who is now with the Rockies, is on the mound now, facing off against the line of the Shields. Bottom of the 7th is still 5-1 for the Expos, 3-1 to the Shields. And he walks. Alright, runner on first, nobody out for Jeff King. No count. Oh, Jeff King tries to bunt, but he misses. That's strike 1. 0-1, tries to bunt again and misses again. 0-2. Oh! The ball eludes the catcher, but it's not deep or far enough for the runner to advance. 1-2. And Jeff King strikes out looking. I'm gonna forgive him because he had that awesome triple in inning number 1. Ruben Rivera is next. Runner on first, 1 out. No count. And that's it to right. And Jesse Barfield here. The old bones diving for the ball. That's out number 2. Alright, so runner on first, 2 outs. 1-0. Runner goes. And he's safe. The Shields now has 37 stolen bases on the season. Which, by the way, we are right around about to be at the trade deadline. It's in a few days. 2-0 to Johnson. Grounds it to short. Oh, that's an error. The throw is off the mark, so the error is on Lamb. That was a bad throw. So runners on first and third. 2 outs for John Kruk. Full count. Oh, he struck out looking. That one hurts. Still 4th in the East, man. The toughest division in the National League. I believe I'm 53-48 or something like that. I'm 9 games back. Alright, so John Duras did beautifully. Do I keep him in? I think I might try. I think he pitched well enough to deserve to pitch a little bit longer. So top of the 8 is still 5-1 for the Expos. 0-1. Grounds it to short, and that's out number 1. I don't know. Actually, he did the opposite. He traded a prospect. He traded Carl Pavano for Ken Hill, so he got like help. Nothing against Ken Hill. I loved him when he played for the Expos in real life, but in the game he's not all that great in my universe. All right, so top of the 8, nobody on, 1 out for Todd Zeal. No count. Grounds it to the pitcher, and that's thrown to first for out number 2. John Duras is pitching beautifully. Jesse Barfield is next with 2 outs, 1-0. And that's out number 3. Grounds it to third. John Duras is unbelievable. Right, Kent Urbeck leading off the bottom of the 8 against Gabe White. 0-2. That's it all the way to the fence in center field. That's going to be extra bases for Kent Urbeck. That's a double. Jody Reed is next. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. 1-0. Oh, tried to bunt, but he missed. 2-1 now. Oh, and that's a bunt. And they get him out at first. The runner advances to third on the play, so a deep fly ball should score a run. And we have Mark Davis at the plate. Full count. And he walks. Alright, it's a good game for Mark Davis. Pretty good game. Right, I'm gonna pull Doris. Let's see here. Let's go with Barbary. Oh, and they're bringing in a new reliever. John Salas is now on the mound for the Rockies. Brett Barbary, the batter, 1-2, and he gets drilled. Bases are loaded. There's only one out, and the lineup flips over for Delino the Shields. 0-1. That's it to left. Fairly deep. Is that deep enough? I believe it is. And it is. It is now 6-1. Kirby Puckett is tired. He was just recalled from his rehab assignment. So I'm making sure that he's staying fresh. Because he's definitely playing next game. And I know that just one at bat probably wouldn't mess with it. But I've been without Kirby for 2 months. So I'm not taking any chances. Plus, I have a decent lead. Jeff King is not a batter. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. And that's cut by a sliding catch in left by Humphreys. And that's the end of the inning. Top of the 9th incoming. The Expos are up 6-1. I am. I missed him very dearly. Actually, when Kirby Puckett went down is when I started to drop in the standings. I still have a winning record, but without him in the lineup, my offense wasn't the same. I think I'm going to go with Michael McLean. We have a 5-run lead. We can give him an inning here. Dave Hansen leading off the top of the 9th. We have a 5-run lead. 1-1. And that's going to be a opposite field base hit for Hansen, and that's a stand-up double. Alright, so lead-off double for the Rockies. Bobby Morris is next. 2-1. Grounds it to first. Herbeck takes it himself, and that's out number 1. Runner makes it to third on the play. Mike Humphreys is next. 2-2. That's a base hit to center. That's a 6-2 game. Right, runner on first, 1 out for David Lamb. No count. That's a base hit to center. Do I need to pull my pitcher? Right, Gary Taylor is the next batter. 0-2. Struck out swinging. Where's Ruskin when we need him, right? He was traded in the off-season prior to this game, prior to this season. Alright, Eric Davis is now the next batter. 2 on, 2 outs. Mike McLean is on the mound. 1-2. Struck out swinging. Michael McLean gets out of the jam. And the Expos win game 1, 6-2. Good performance by the team, especially by Mark Davis, whom I've challenged to do better by calling him names. And of course, it worked. You cannot argue the result. Right, we won, but we only got 5 hits there, so we just capitalized on the base runners we got. That's all that happened, really. Alright, let's go ahead and see what happens here. Oh, Jeff Kent hit for the cycle. So Jeff Kent, of course, is in Toronto in my universe. And he hit for the cycle against Oakland. That's pretty cool. Maine ups its streak to 25 consecutive. So Brent Maine now has it in 25 straight games. Why can't I delete this message? Okay, that's weird. I'm pretty sure that Jeff Kent was drafted by the Blue Jays. Now, was he a shortstop when he was drafted? I am not 100% sure, but I am I'm pretty sure that Jeff Kent was drafted by Toronto. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and advance one day here, see what happens in the world of baseball. There's been a few trades. That's new. So Baltimore coined their manager's moments as Owen's moments. Why is the first email not deleting anymore? Then there's been a trade between the Twins and the Dodgers. Of course, the Dodgers are gonna go over like a veteran player. So Kevin Tapani and Brian Buchanan goes to the Dodgers for Ishmael Valdez and Phil Grundy. Interesting. So Ishmael Valdez may become pretty good. And so Ishmael Valdez, I remember that Ishmael Valdez had some potential back in the 90s, and I think he was alright for a little bit, but he didn't like tear the world apart or anything. Why do you refuse to get deleted? That's new and I don't like it. Alright, so game 2, we are going to be facing off against a righty this time. It's going to be Dave Veers that's going to be on the mound for the Rockies. He is 2-6 this season. I believe he's also really young. No, he's not. He's 28. Oof. Dave Veers went 3-17 last season. He's 2-6 so far this season. We're gonna go ahead and send Carlos Perez. He has not been having all that great of a season. He's 2-8. It's been a little tough for Carlos. We're gonna go ahead and try to give him a good lineup behind him today. Actually, I'm just gonna keep it like that. He gets the comeback for Kirby Puckett. That's gonna be Kirby's first game since coming back from injury. So maybe that's gonna help. Alright, the Rockies are going to go with Eric Davis batting first. He's in center field. Greg Colburn is going to be playing catcher today instead of first base. He's batting second. Jesse Barfield in right field is batting third. Terry Jorgensen, the third baseman, is batting fourth. Gary Taylor is going to be in left. He's batting fifth. Eddie Murray, the first baseman, batting sixth. Bobby Morris, second baseman, batting seventh. David Lamb batting 8th. He's the shortstop today. And of course, Dave Veers is going to be batting 9th. We're going to just go with this. Go Expos! Come on, man! And play ball! Right, Eric Davis leading off here against Carlos Perez. And the game is underway. 2-1 to Eric Davis. And Davis pops it. The Shields is there. That's out number 1. Greg Colburn is next. 1-2. And he struck out swinging. So where are you at now? Are you still in Minnesota? I think that you were last time I talked to you. Or last time you mentioned where you were, rather. Jesse Barfield is next. 2 outs, 1-2. And he hits it weakly. The Shields is there. That's out number 3. Bottom of the first incoming with Delino the Shields facing off against Dave Veers. Oh, you're back in San Diego? I'm not making it things up, right? You were in Minnesota for a little bit, or you were at least visiting or something, right? 2-2 to the Shields, and he struck out looking. There you go. I knew I wasn't crazy. Well, maybe I am, but not over this. Kirby Puckett, first at bat in a while. 1-2. 1-1, sorry. Right, flies it to right. Barfield runs towards it and he catches it for out number 2. I'm very disappointed in Kirby Puckett. I was expecting nothing short of a triple. John Kruk now with 2 outs, 0-1. And that's going to be a base hit in right. Right, so that's a 2-out single for the Expos. Ken Tarbeck is next, 2-2. And he struck out swinging. Alright, not much to show for the Expos in inning number 1. Top of the second incoming, still no score here in Montreal. Terry Jorgensen leading off the inning, 1-1. Grounds it to third. King with the throw, that's out number 1. Gary Taylor is next, 1-2. Oh, he struck out looking. 2 outs. Eddie Murray is next, 0-1. Grounds it to short, that's out number 3. Good throw by Weiss. Bottom of the second incoming, Ruben Rivera facing off against Veers, 0-2. That's it to left. And that's cut by Taylor for out number 1. Charles Johnson is next, 2-2. Grounds it to first. The throw is good for out number 2. Jeff King now with 2 outs, 0-2. Grounds it to short. And that's a good throw. That's out number 3. Not a whole lot going on offensively in this game so far. Top of the third incoming. No score at Olympic Stadium. Bobby Morris leading off the third for the Rockies. 1-2. And that's going to be a base hit. Bobby Morris has been getting a lot of hits in that series so far. I don't like it. Right, runner on first, nobody out for David Lamb, 0-2. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out for out number 1 on the play. The runner makes it to second base. So the Rockies have a runner in scoring position and 1 out for Dave Veers, full count. Struck out looking. 2 outs now for Eric Davis, 2-1. Flies it to right, John Kruk after it, and he's there to catch it for out number 3. Bottom of the third incoming. Walt Weiss is going to lead that up for us. 2-0. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Carlos Perez is next. 3-1. And he walks. Alright, so 1 out walk. Usually it's my pitchers that walk the opposing pitcher, so I'll take it. The line of the Shields, no count to him. Oh, that's it really well all the way to the fence and right. That's going to be extra bases for the Lino. And Carlos Perez scores on the play, on the triple by the line of the Shields. It is 1-0 for the Expos. Alright, Kirby Puckett is next. Runner on third, 1 out. There's at least an opportunity for a sac fly or something. 1-0. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first for out number 2, but the run scores, so it is a 2-0 lead for the Expos. John Kruk now with 2 outs, 0-1. Hits it to left, and Taylor is there. That's out number 3. All right, the Expos strike twice in inning number 3, 2-0 the score at Olympic Stadium. Top of the 4th for Greg Colburn, 2-2. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Jesse Barfield is next, 3-1, and he walks. Terry Jorgensen is next, 1-0. Oh, that's it really weakly. But that's got by Kirby Puckett in center field. I haven't got to say that in a while. That's out number 2, runner on first still. Gary Taylor the batter, 3-1. That's it really weakly. The Shields goes for it, and he catches it for out number 3. Bottom of the 4th incoming. Kent Herbeck is the batter. Full count, and he walks. Right, runner on first, nobody out for Ruben Rivera. No count. Oh, that's it really well all the way to the fence in center right. That's going to be extra bases. We've seen one of those not too long ago. This time it's a double, but it does score a run. It is 3-0 for the Expos. Right, runner in scoring position, nobody out still. Bottom of the 4th, Charles Johnson the batter, no count. It's it right, Barfield is there, should catch it, he does. That's out number 1. Oh, on the play, the runner makes it to third base. So runner on third, 1 out for Jeff King, full count. Grounds it to second, and the second baseman boots it. It is 4-0 on the error. King is safe at first. Walt Weiss is the batter. 1-1. Grounds it to third. They only get the runner out at first. That's 2 outs. There's a runner in scoring position. And now my pitcher is the batter, Carlos Perez. 0-2. And he struck out looking. However, the Expos add 2 more runs to their lead. It is now 4-0 for Montreal. Top of the 5th incoming. Eddie Murray is now the batter. No count. It's it to center. Kirby Puckett is there. That's out number 1. Bobby Morris is next. 1-1. Ooh, that's it really well all the way in the corner and right. Man, Bobby Morris is like a superstar right now. Right, runner in scoring position, 1 out for David Lamb, 3-1. That's it to center. That's going to be a base hit. Falls in front of Kirby Puckett. And he's out. Oh, we got the runner out at the plate. Oh, 2 outs now. The Rockies cannot catch a break. Harold Baines comes in as a pinch hitter. Lefty on lefty. Runner on first. 2 outs. 0-1. That's a base hit to right. Advances the runner all the way to third. And he's safe. So runners on first and third. 2 outs for Eric Davis. 2-2. Struck out swinging, and just like that we get out of the inning. Oh yeah, thanks to Kirby Puckett, among other things. Bottom of the 5th, the line with the Shields, and the Rockies are now bringing in Jose Carrasco, pitching in a second consecutive game. Full count, and he walks. Kirby Puckett is next, runner on first, nobody out. 0-1. Grounds it to second. They only get the runner out at first base. Runner makes it to second base on the play. So we have a runner in scoring position. 1 out for John Kruk. 1-0. And that's a base hit to right. Falls in front of Barfield there. It's going to score a run. The Shield scores on the play. It is now 5-0 for the Expos. And we still have a runner in scoring position with 1 out for Kent Herbeck. 0-2. Grounds it to first. He's out. That's the second out of the inning. Kruk makes it to third base on the play. Ruben Rivera with 2 outs, 2 and 2. That's a base hit to right. Alright, so that's a single to right. That's going to score a run. It is now 6-0 for the Expos. And now Charles Johnson is the batter. 3 and 1. Grounds it to short. They go to the base themselves, and it is out. Number 3. Expos add yet again 2 more runs on the board. 6-0 going into the top of the 6th. Greg Colburn is going to be the batter. 0 and 2. And that's a base hit to left. Alright, runner on first, nobody out for Jesse Barfield. 1 and 2. Oh, that's going to be a base hit to center here. Alright, so runner makes it to third base on the play. It is now runners on first and third. There's nobody out. Terry Jorgensen is the batter. No count. Oof, I think that's out of here. Yeah, 3-run blast here for Terry Jorgensen. And maybe, just maybe, we are done with Carlos Perez. I don't know. So 3-run blast for Terry Jorgensen. The Rockies get on the board. It is now 6-3 for the Expos. Right, Gary Taylor is a lefty. Let's see what Carlos Perez does against the lefty here. Full count. And he walks. Yeah. Ooh. I think we're going to pull Carlos Perez. He's starting to falter a little bit. Let's bring in Ken Hill. No. I just saw that the pitcher comes next, is coming in the next inning. Let's do Scott Bales. Alright, so Scott... Whew, my throat. My throat is like, you haven't been streaming much, you're not used to speaking all that much, I'm going to bother you. Alright, so runner on first, nobody out. Eddie Murray's the batter. I'm bringing in the lefty Scott Bales. No count. Eddie Murray with the bunt. Oh boy. And that was not a good one. The sacrifice failed. We got a runner out at second base. I'm not sure that Eddie Murray tried to bunt all that often in his career. Eddie Murray was a little bit before my time, so I'm not sure, but I don't know that he bunted too often. Right, runner on first, 1 out for Bobby Morris, 0 and 2. Grounds it to second. We get the runner out at first for out number 2. So runner in scoring position, 2 outs for David Lamb, full count. That's a base hit to center, falls in front of Kirby Puckett. And it is now 6-4 for the Expos. Dave Hansen comes in as a pinch hitter. Full count to him as well. Oh, he walked. That looked like a strike to me. The referee hates me. All right, Eric Davis now 2 on, 2 outs, 0 and 2. And he struck out looking. Whew. Rockies score 4 here in the top of the 6th, but the Expos are still up 6-4. Going into the bottom of the 6th. And the Rockies are bringing in David Lisicki as a reliever. Jeff King is now the batter. Bottom of the 6th, 2-run lead for the Expos, 2 and 2. And he struck out swinging. Walt Weiss is next, 2 and 2. And he struck out looking. Whoa, we're not doing too great here. Right, we're gonna obviously pinch it for Scott Bales. We're gonna go with Luis Polonia. Right, Luis Polonia comes in as a pinch hitter. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. No count. That's going to be a base hit. Falls in front of Taylor in left. That's going to be a single. Runner on first, 2 outs for the line with the Shields. 2-2. Oh, the Shields with a nice piece of inning here, opposite field all the way to the fence. Polonia rounds third, he's going home, and he's safe. That's a 7-4 game for the Expos. And the Shield stops at second base on the play. 2 outs, runner in scoring position for Kirby Puckett. 1-0. Grounds it to second, and that's going to be a base hit, I think. Yeah, they scored it a base hit. Runners on first and third now with 2 outs. John Kruk can really hurt the opposition, and John Sadas is now on the mound, by the way, 0-2. But that's a weak fly ball. Eric Davis is there. That's out number 3. The Expos only get 1, but we get a 3-run lead now. 7-4 for the Expos here in Montreal. And I think we're going to do the John Doris special yet again. Hey, John Doris facing off against Greg Colburn. 1-0. Oh, not as good for our friend John Doris here to start. That's a leadoff double for Greg Colburn. Alright, so runner in scoring position, nobody out for Jesse Barfield. 1-1. I think that's it out of here. Yikes. It is now 7-6, sorry, for the Expos. John Doris here not having the same kind of night he did last night, that's for sure. Terry Jorgensen is next. No count. That's it to left. Alright, so Rivers there catches it for out number 1. Gary Taylor is next, full count to him. That's it to right. John Kruk gets underneath it, catches it for out number 2. Eddie Murray now. Oof, that's scary. No count. Grounds it to first. Urbeck takes it to the bag himself, and that's out number 3. The Rockies get 2 more runs on the board. They are getting creepily close. It is 7-6 for the Expos. Bottom of the 7th incoming. John Sadas still on the mound for the Rockies. Kent Urbeck, the batter. 0-2. That's going to be a base hit for Kent Urbeck. And we have a leadoff single here. Let's see if we can do something with it. Ruben Rivera is not a batter. Runner on first. Nobody out. Oh! No, it's not deep enough. I thought it was, but it was not. Alright, so that is out number 1. That was cut near the track, or at the track. Charles Johnson is next. Runner on first. 1 out. Full count. That's it to center. Eric Davis is there. That's out number 2. Alright, so we got a leadoff single, and we're not doing anything with it. Let's see here. Two and 1 to Jeff King. Oh, that's a 2-run blast. I debated pinch hitting for him. I did, and I didn't do it. And now I am rewarded for my inaction. My laziness was once again rewarded with a 2-run blast. It is 9-6 for the Expos. The 3-run lead has been reinstated. Walt Weiss is the next batter. No count. And he's thrown at first for out number 3. 9-6 for the Expos. Top of the 8th, I'm going to bring in Tom Gordon. Right, Bobby Morris leading off the inning for the Rockies. Tom Gordon is on the mound, 1-1. That's another base hit for Bobby Morris. Who the fuck is Bobby Morris? He's getting hits after hits after hits. Yeah, Bobby Morris never played in the majors in his life, and here he is tearing me a new one. At least in the hit department. Alright, so runner on first, nobody out for David Lamb. 1-1. That's a base hit to right, yeah. Alright, so there's runners on first and third now with nobody out. That's getting a little scary. Mike Humphreys comes in as a pinch hitter. 1-2. Struck out swinging. Alright. Come on, Tom. Eric Davis is next. No count. Oh, that's a bad pitch. The run scores. It is now 9-7. Runner in scoring position. 1 out for Eric Davis. 2-2. Grounds it to second. DeShields with the throw. That's out number 2. Runner makes it to third base on the play. Now Greg Colburn is the batter. 2-1. Grounds it to... Oh, that's an infield single. Alright, so it is 9-8. The Rockies refuse to die. Goonies never die, right? Alright, so runner on first, 2 outs. Jesse Barfield is the batter, 3-1. And he walks. Oof. We're making it interesting, and I don't like interesting. Alright, 2 on, 2 outs for Terry Jorgensen. 2-0. Come on, man. That's an infield single. No, it's not. Whew. We got him out at first for out number 3. 9-8. Going into the bottom of the 8th. Mike Stanton comes in on the mound for the Rockies. I'm gonna go with Jody Reed. Two and 0. And that's going to be a base hit for Jody Reed. Alright, so leadoff single for the Expos. Dino DeShields is next. No count. He bunts. And that's a sacrifice hit. Jody Reed makes it to second base. So there's 1 out. Runner on second base. Kirby Puckett is the next batter. No count. And they're just going to walk him. 2 on, 1 out for John Kruk. 2-2. Struck out swinging. Dang. Kenterbeck is next. I'm gonna try to pinch it for Kenterbeck. Let's see if there's still a little bit of good in Mark Davis. And so Mark Davis comes in as a pinch hitter. 2 on, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8. We're only up by 1 run. 3-0. And he walks on 4 pitches. Alright. That loads up the bases for Ruben Rivera. 3-1 to him. Grounds it to second. He's thrown out at first for out number 3. Alright, I had a good idea, but it didn't work out. So, in retrospect, does it make it a bad idea? I'm not sure. Alright, so Mark Davis stays in the game. He's going to be playing... he's going to be playing left field. Ruben Rivera is going to be playing right field. John Kruk goes to first base. And Stan Belinda comes on the mound. Alright, so Stan Belinda comes in a save situation. Gary Taylor is the first one to face him again in the top of the 9th. Expos are only up 9-8, only up 1 run. Full count to Taylor. And that's a tied game. It is 9-9. Lasai. Alright, Eddie Murray is now the batter. 2-2. Struck out. Bobby Morris is next. We know he's gonna get a hit somehow. 2-2. No, he struck out looking. Alright, we'll take it. David Lamb is next. 2-2 to him as well. That's it. Right at Rivera in right for out number 3. But the Rockies tie the game. It is 9-9 going into the bottom of the 9th. Charles Johnson, first one to face off against Mike Stanton. 3-1. And he walks. Alright. We have a base runner. That's a good start. Jeff King now. Runner on first, nobody out. No count. Runner goes. Oh boy. And that's not pretty. Out number 1. Jeff King still full count. That's it to right. And that's a base hit. Now that wasted base runner hurts. Right, Lee Guterman comes in as a reliever. Walt Weiss is the batter. Runner on first, 1 out. Yeah, I've used a lot of batters. I don't have a whole lot left on the bench, so I'm gonna bat with Walt Weiss. 1-0, and he missed his bunt. 1-1, didn't miss that bunt. All right, so they get him out at first base. Runner makes it to second base on the play. There's 2 outs now. Stan Bilinda, we are going to be pinch hitting for you. We're going to go with Brett Barbary. So a base hit should win me the game. Brett Barbary now facing off against Lee Guterman. 0-2. And he struck out looking. We are having extra innings baseball. Alright, now we're going to go with Ken Hill on the mound. Alright, Todd Zeal comes in as a pinch hitter to face him first. 2-0. That's a base hit to center. Falls in front of Kirby Puckett, so the Rockies get a base runner to start the 10th inning. Eric Davis is next, 2-2. Oof, that's it all the way to the fence in center field. That's not good. Alright, so the Rockies have 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out. And Greg Colburn, who's 3 for 5 today, is the next batter. 1-0. Oh, that's it. Weekly. That's cut there for out number by Rivera for out number 1. Jesse Barfield is next, 1-1. Oh, that's... Ugh. Am I gonna lose because of a wild pitch? Ready? Alright, so wild pitch by Ken Hill. Runner scores from third. Other runner makes it to third on the plate. Is now 10-9 for the Rockies. Jesse Barfield is the next. Is still the batter. Sorry, 2-1. And that's it out of here. Alright, it is 12-9 now for the Rockies. What a comeback for the Rockies. Now, if I come back and I win this, that's going to be pretty awesome. Pretty sad in a way as well, but pretty awesome. Alright, 1 out for Terry Jorgensen, 1-2. Oh, and he got drilled. That's no bueno. Alright, Gary Taylor, 2-2. That's a base hit to center. I think I need to pull Ken Hill. He's terrible. Ken Hill is just giving me attitude because I didn't put him in the rotation. That's what's going on. Oh yeah, look at his face. He looks very upset. Guess what? You're pitching to Eddie Murray. Ha! 0-1. Oh, and he popped up. Pop foul to the third base. There's 2 outs now for Bobby Morris, 2-2. And he struck out looking. Ha! Alright, that works. Alright, bottom of the 10th, we're down 3. Delino the Shields facing off against Jay Owl, who's coming in a save situation. 0-2 to the Shields. I have no bats left except for my backup catcher. Struck out swinging. Kirby Pocket is next, 1 and 2. Grounds it to the pitcher. He's thrown it at first for out number 2. So John Kruk is my last out, full count. And he walks. Alright, a little bit of life here. But now Mark Davis is the batter. Runner on first, 2 outs, full count. And he struck out swinging. We dumped in the shovel for that game. We had a nice lead, and we had a 6-0 lead, and we ended up losing 12-9. Alright, so yeah, we didn't do all that great. Leave the game. Let's advance one day, see what happens in the world of baseball. Looks like there's been a couple deals. Right, so there's been a trade between the Cards and the Dodgers. So Felix Heredia. Okay, Felix Heredia goes to the Cards for Steve Crawford and Mike Neal. So the Dodgers are loading up for the postseason, apparently. I don't know why it doesn't erase. It's driving me nuts. Alright, there's been a trade between Pittsburgh and San Diego as well. Pittsburgh traded... Oh, John Smiley goes to San Diego. For Arnie Gooch. And Daniel Garibay. Yeah, I think that San Diego definitely got the upper hand in that deal. Then there's been a trade between the California Angels and the Minnesota Twins. Bobby Thigpen, sorry. Bobby Thigpen goes to the Angels along with Mario Valdez for John Donati, Jose Garcia, and Esteban Yan. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. We're gonna go ahead and take a look to see if there's been a couple moves in my minor system or something. Not really. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. Next time out, I'm gonna do the last 2 games of the 4-game series. Yeah, we split the first 2. That's not great. I'm still 9 games behind. That means that both the Mets and the Braves lost. But anyway, so I want to thank you for tuning in as usual. Now, if you're catching this on YouTube later and that you like the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And of course, until I roll this game again, I'll see you folks next time. Thank you.